Hi, I'm Rose, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while since I've posted a video. I've actually moved around a few times, so I've got things kind of settled, not completely organized yet because I have a little art corner with my camera equipment. So still trying to find a organization, but I think I've got enough of a setup here. I can start putting out some new videos. In this video, I want to follow along the lines of taking some of the stigma out of words and concepts that we're not generally use on a regular basis. They're part of our natural self, but we haven't known them to be a part of our natural self. Or for most people, they may not be everyday concepts. I know when I first started working with it, it seemed like it was something that it really wasn't. And when I really got to see it in its simplest form, I realized it was an easier way of not just looking at it, but expressing it with other people. So this word consciousness that's presented as a noun is just simply, and this is in its basic form, I'm going to keep this very, very simple. Conscious sense. So we have our basic senses that we are aware of, and then we have senses within our being that are very natural to us that we may not be able to access. And that's the part of our unconscious self. Ah, I spelled it wrong. Haha. And as we wake up, more of that unconscious self that we don't know about, and you can call that the unknown, of what we are, instead of who we pretend to be, which is the known, or the know, or the who that we play. Or we choose to play the persona, the actor. For me, it was being a nurse for a long time, and then becoming a nurse practitioner. That's like another persona or who. And as we are tapping into what we are, we we move this gap. There's a gap between here and here. And in that gap is the unconscious part of us. So as we tap into that gap, these two parts of what we really are, some people call this the innate, when they come closer and closer together, there is less of a gap here, and it starts to overlap each other. And then the senses of our awareness change. We become more sensitive to things that we didn't know about ourselves. And those sensitivities can be called your higher perception. In physicality, those sensitivities might show up as a symptom or a different sense within the physical body. So I'll use a lot of different techniques in explaining in each video and try to keep each one really simple, as short as I can, and kind of build them off of each other. And this also, in the way that I'm explaining this, is helping me to pull together this new language. So the language comes through me, for me, to help me see my own objective reality in a new way. And it expands my discernment so that I can naturally discern in a broader place, because there are so many truths and they're all true. So that might be a weird concept for some, is that, you know, everything that one discovers within the self is true to the eye of the beholder, but it's in relationship to them. And depending on how much of their what that they don't know about versus the who that they play will depend on their perception of their objective reality. And that is actually what's playing out for them in front of their eyes. And that's what I've discovered along my path. So that's what I wanted to cover in this first video, just something really simple concept. And this is my way of describing it. It doesn't have to be your way. And nothing that I ever describe in these videos is really all-inclusive. This is a quantum universe, and what we're perceiving and expressing is quantum. What I express will not resonate with everyone, just as what others express, not all of it resonates with me. So take what you will, drop what doesn't resonate. It's all good. None of that I ever take personally. And I hope that you have received something from this. It's been fun to get things back together so that I can start doing videos again. I sit most of the day in writing, so there's a lot of material that I can share, and I'll keep everything as simple as possible. But again, it comes through me, for me, to see my own objective reality, and your way is your way and my way is my way, and it's all good. So thank you for joining me.